Well, good afternoon. If it's Mondays afternoon Eastern time, it's Mondays with Michael live here on Facebook. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the video. Welcome and thanks for following. If you're watching live, say hi if you come into the room. Let us know you're here. If you're watching this post session, thank you for checking it out. Really appreciate it. If you're not following us on social media, please do. You can find us here on Facebook at the Training Solutions fan page. Find us out there on LinkedIn and on Twitter. And, check us out. We place out a lot of content, mostly around supervisory skill development, leadership development, team development, and sometimes we even dabble in a little bit of sales training. And that's what we're going to do today. See the topic up on the screen. I want to kind of emphasize we're doing sales today. So sales, sell, sell, sell. So what kind of nuggets am I going to share with you about selling today? Well, I'm going to go kind of a couple different tangents, so hopefully just kind of follow me around. I got a lot of thoughts around selling because it's cool part of what I am, part of what I do. For those of you who are small business owners, or whether you're a small business owner or a medium-sized business owner, you're selling. It's interesting. I go to a lot of business events in town. I meet a lot of, CEOs from big companies, and I can hear them jabbering in the corners of the ballroom about some type of contract they're working on and how can they pull together and who's got that contract on this thing and that thing. And they're selling. They may talk about contracting and whatnot. They're trying to promote their company. So it doesn't matter if you're a small company or a big company. If you're the CEO, you're a senior executive, you're selling, you're selling, you're selling. Selling all the time. So if you're selling all the time, a couple things to think about. Who are you selling to? Who is your buyer? Because a lot of folks don't even understand who their buyer is. Who buys your product and service? You may think you know who buys your product and service, but do you really know who buys your product and service? Are you really talking to what we call in the sales process the decision maker? Or are you talking to an influencer? Or are you talking to the gatekeeper, somebody that keeps you away from the person that makes the purchasing decision? And each company is a little different. So you have to know who your buyer is and who your influencers are and what it is you're really selling. What niche are you really fitting into that organization? So who buys your stuff? What are their needs? What is it specifically that you're going to fit into the puzzle? I had a lunch meeting today with a potential client, and after going through what their organization does and what my organization does, and we were seeing where our firm actually fits the need based on the gap they have, in our case, in training. So what is it that you're actually going to fit in? And then how do you promote that product or service? So there's a big part of the selling process that comes in the pre-work. What it is you're going to do before you sit down with the customer. I see a lot of salespeople, they're promoting their website, promoting their brochure. Okay, there's maybe some good information on your website. There may be some good information in your brochure. Having a lot of good content on your website so people understand what it is you offer is important. But your website, most of the time, isn't going to make the sale for you. Someone's going to pick up the phone, or someone's going to meet you somewhere, and you're going to have to present your organization's products and services in a way that's at the end of the conversation, whether it be the phone or face-to-face, the potential customer will say, this is really going to solve a problem for me. And if you're solving problems for organizations, then you're really selling. But before even that, understanding what it is the buyer is looking for, you need to know everything about everything you're selling. I cannot tell you how many times I've talked to salespeople, I've talked to business owners, and frankly, they don't know how to present their wares. I mean, it's not old school where you have your wares on the table out in the marketplace and these are the apples and these are the peaches. You really have to know the intricacies and need to be able to answer every question about any product or service you're selling. And if you can't do that, if you're new to the organization and you can't do that, then you need to take a step back and learn everything about the product or services that you're selling. Even if you're working in a nonprofit space, you have to know how the money that the potential donor is going to give to you going to help the cause that you're working for. You have to know specifically where that money is going. And that is part of the sales process, is letting your customers know what it is that you have to offer. I mean, you can go through our website and pick out a program, and I'll know almost specifically where that program's going to help you, where that program's not going to help you, and what it is you're trying to fix, or what it is you're trying to solve, or what it is you're trying to teach. and redirect you in another area. So how do you meet your potential customers? Well, there are a lot of ways to meet potential customers. In this age of social media, it does give you more opportunity to spread the word about your products and services. So we obviously use technology. We're using social media today. We'll share this later on. We'll put this out there. People may chime in. I may get an email or a call from somebody. Hey, Michael, I saw your Mondays with Michael Live, and we'll learn more about that conflict thing, or I'll learn more about that team building thing, or that leadership thing, or that harassment thing I saw you talk about. So getting your message out, social media is important, but it's not the only way you're going to get your word out there. You got to go press the flesh. You have to go out into the community where your customers reside, and you can do that via advertising. We do advertise in places where our customers reside, but the other places you have to actually go into your community. For those of you who know me, I'm a very big advocate of chambers. I think chambers are a great place to go meet people. You should position yourself in the chamber as a volunteer that does certain things. So you want to get involved. You need to get, especially if you're a small business, you need to roll up your sleeves, get your hands dirty a little bit, and need to get involved in the chamber. But we also suggest a vertical market. For me, it's technology here in Northern Virginia. So we're involved in the technology community, and we go out to stuff. You'll see me at stuff, shaking hands, gripping and grinning, talking about our company, talking about their company, talking about whatever's going on at the present time. Could be sports related, could be politics related, since we're in DC. So we're talking about stuff. And eventually we get to a place where we're talking about what I got, what they got, and maybe we can help them do some stuff. And you have to be able to get out there. And you can't do all of this from your office. So you can do some of it from your office. Obviously, not all of our customers are here in DC, but you need to get out, press the flesh. People buy from people they trust. People buy from people they know. People they buy from people that they know in their community. First and foremost, sometimes they go outside their community, but within the small business community, we tend to buy people from people that we know. Even here at our company, we buy from people in the local community that we know. Not that we wouldn't buy something from somebody online. Amazon sells a lot of stuff too, and we do some Amazon shopping here. But when we can, we try to buy stuff in our local community. I also get involved in boards and other committees in the community, trying to build both those relationships. So I recommend that you join those boards and committees on those items that you're passionate about. There are a lot of organizations in town that I've gotten involved in over the years that I'm really passionate about. Some are workforce related, some are business related. For those who know me, at least one is cancer related. So get involved in those organizations, and you'll meet some more people that way. And eventually you'll get to a place where you talk about your products and services. You have to use technology. I say this to small business owners all the time. We couldn't do 25 years ago when I started this company what we can do today with technology. Obviously, you need a great database system, some type of CRM to track all of your conversations, track everything. One thing I learned early on in selling, it's all about follow-up, continuing the conversation, and continuing to build a relationship. So you have to have a good CRM system. You have to be able to use technology to help you. You can use technology, e-newsletters, those types of things. They're all really important to do, but you need to do that. There are some pieces of technology you need to do. Both those of you know me know I'm an iPhone freak. I don't know about freak, but I'm an iPhone, iPad guy. I actually got the watch now, so Nikki got me sold on the watch. So I'm an Apple Watch guy. We pride ourselves on giving our customers fairly quick, speedy, great service. And we're consistent about our speedy, great service. And the way we do that is when we see something that comes in, either an order on the web or inquiry about our website or about what we can offer, boom, we're on it. We're on it right away. A call from my car, call from the office, and people are surprised at how quickly we get back to them. But I take that as a compliment. Quick, speedy service, answer those questions right away. Well, I did dump a lot on you today, and it's a lot about selling. I'll probably do another one of these on selling in a little bit, but I see I'm kind of running out of time here. Our session next Monday, is on the 360 process. Why 360 is important to supervisory skill development, leadership development. We'll talk about that 360 process. And check us out. And we got some upcoming webinars. We'll talk about that as we go through our sessions. But this is Mondays with Michael Live here on Facebook. Sell, sell, sell. Close the deal. And I'll talk to you next Monday. Take care. Bye.